Where'd you eat last night? Just curious.
Oh man, what was the name of the place? What was the name of the place we ate last night? The Five.
Five
Yeah.
Bar. Five
Yeah,
Bar.
the
Okay.
Five. And they, I'm a big guy, man. They didn't have a lot of selections on the menu, but it was good what we ate. So
I hope they treated you right.
I had 2 steaks.
There you go.
Yeah, so it was pretty good.
Let me ask you about this game. Obviously, it's a big one for the SEC implications. Tennessee's O-line looks a little bit raw in the first couple games. How do you see that playing into the Georgia linebackers, and do you think that's going to be one of the keys to the game for the Georgia to get back in their backfield?
Absolutely. You have to create pressure. Both weaknesses are showing on either side of the ball for these teams. The secondary in Georgia hadn't been anything that they've left some stuff to desire, and then Tennessee offensive line. So I think Coach Pruitt is going to make it a point to try to confuse those guys. They're young, try to get them in space, get guys in one-on-one matchups. And if you affect the quarterback, it takes a lot of onus off your secondary. And I think he understands that going into the game. And what Tennessee has to do is hopefully get some of that stuff corrected that happened to him in Oklahoma. Worley was sacked 5 times. He was hit a total of 14. So if they can try to protect him, he's been doing what he needs to do to move this football team down the field. So I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll come down to which one of those units made the most improvement from last week or the last time they played.
You've seen a lot of really good college running backs in your time. Where does Gurley rank amongst the just some of the best ones that you've seen?
He's up there. He's up there, man. It's a lot of good runners, but the dimensions that he adds to the game, you have the game plan for him. You have to know where he is at all times, and I always gauge players about how much effect do they have on the game and the game plan. And I think a defensive coordinator, when they're playing against Georgia, you have to know where Todd Gurley is all the time. And there's a few guys in the country like that. But knowing that he's going to get the ball and him being able to still be productive like he is, and then returning kicks and using him in all types of different dimensions of the game, it makes him one of those guys that's a rarity. They don't come around much. So when you get one, you got to use him.
Is there a playmaker for Tennessee that you can almost compare to Todd Gurley?
No, there's nobody just yet. I think Jalen Hurd will be one of those guys, the young freshman that they have in. Marquez North can be a dominant receiver on the outside. So they have guys that can make plays, but I think when you get to comparing guys to Todd Gurley, it's a different animal because he's been doing it for so long. He missed 3 games last year and almost had 1,000 yards. That's tough to do. And we saw what he did against Clemson. We saw what he did in South Carolina. Still trying to figure out why they didn't give him the ball within the 5-yard line. But hopefully they'll do that if that situation happens again this week.